All right. Welcome for yet another powerful session of Business on Chai, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to get started very soon. So we want you to take a seat, get your pen and paper ready. So we already started getting questions. Ritu is asking when the session is starting. Ritu, we are already live. We'll be starting very soon. Just letting a couple of people to come in so that we can get on board. Okay. All right. So we've got some people coming in, and a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome for a very powerful session of Business on Chai. And by the time we get started, we're waiting for a couple of people to come in. I want you to please start introducing yourself. अपने बारे में बताइए आप कहाँ से हैं, किस शहर से हैं, और क्या business करते हैं. What business do you do? Just tell us a little bit about yourself so that we can get in touch with you. We can understand who you are and where are you connecting us from. So let's get started with the introduction, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Mukesh ji, good afternoon. Ajit Singh ji, good afternoon. Kapil ji, good afternoon. We've got lots of people coming in. Hi, Amrita, hope you're doing well. Okay. So we've got health and wellness from Ahmedabad. You've got to write your name. We've got okay from Kolkata. Okay, all right. Got people coming in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, start sharing. Where are you from and what business do you do? And by the way, some of you might not know me. So my name is Ayush Joshi. I am one of the business partners with Amit sir. I primarily handle the marketing piece. So I work with businesses, with business owners on helping them understand how they can market their product and services in a way that they still remain profitable. So that's what my role is. So you know me now. My name is Ayush Joshi. And let's start the introduction part. Let's get to know you, right? So we've got Dheeraj, who's from Punjab. Then we've got Ramakrishna. He's into organic farming. Welcome, Ramakrishna ji. And we've got Sabur. He's from Afghanistan. Welcome, my dear friend. Welcome. All right. Then we've got Ajit Singh. He's from Mumbai. You're doing point of sale in retail and hospitality sector. Welcome, my dear friend. Welcome to the session. All right. Then we've got Ravi. He's from Asol bakery business. Welcome, Ravi. Welcome on board. Then we've got Binay, into tourism background, but currently looking for a new business. Yes, Binay, we're going to talk about it. How exactly you can work it out. Don't worry. All right. Okay, so some of you might get confused that, okay, who is this guy? Why is he sitting here? I mean, I thought this is Business with Chai. So let me introduce myself. Today's session, I have the privilege and to interacting with you. My name is Ayush Joshi. I am one of the partners with Amit sir. I am director for marketing in the company. I handle the marketing piece. I primarily work with businesses on helping them understand how they can market their product and services. So that's what my background is. Okay. And we're going to have a very powerful session. And I hope all of you are aware of today's session and the topic for today's session, which is how do you create effective meetings and what is the science behind creating effective meetings, which can help you drive insane results in your business. That's what's going to be the topic for today. So it's going to be a massive topic. And by the way, since we've got a lot of people on board, one thing that I want to request each and every one of you is, all of you who are here in this live session, I want you to do one thing. We believe in something which is sharing your learning. The more you share is the more you get, right? It's called giver's gain, right? This is one thing that I've learned from my coach, that the more you give, the more comes to you. So what I want you to do is, you will see that there is a button which is of share on your window. अगर आप फोन से लॉगिन कर रहे हैं तो आपको एक बटन दिख रहा होगा शेयर का. अगर आप अपने पीसी से हैं, अपने लैपटॉप से हैं, you can see there is an option of share. I want you to share this stream with any and all of your business owner friends who would be needing this training. Okay, so आज की हमारी training है that what is the science behind setting up effective meetings which can help you drive insane and hyper growth results in your business. So any one of you who you know could be benefit from this training, please do one thing, is do mention that share button. And once you've shared, I want you to go into the comment box and I want you to tell me that you've shared it. I want you to write that you've shared it. So use the share button and make sure that you share it. In the meantime, all of you who have just joined now, I want you to quickly introduce yourself. Tell me what your name is. Tell me from which city are you, and tell me what business. Don't tell about your name. The name already comes. Tell me what business you do. Tell me which city are you from. Go on, guys. Keep introducing yourself. Right? Keep introducing. All right. So we've got Sudha, who's from Pune. Welcome, Sudha. All right. Then we've got Multmas from Kolkata, who's into distribution business. Okay, so the next question is, okay, please suggest, is the event for company owners, or should my team members also can join? So any one of you who's handling the business, if you've got a core team, they can benefit from this session. So you can get your team on board. No problem. Okay. So yes, you're going to get it. All right. Okay. We've got Dev, who's come. My name is Dev. He's from Ajmer, Rajasthan, and you're into direct selling industry. Welcome, Dev. We've got Prashant. He's in screen printing industry in Delhi. Welcome, Prashant. Welcome on board. We've got Deepak, who's from Trivandrum, and he's into ad films. Welcome, Deepak. A very good business to be right now. A lot of businesses are going online. A lot of businesses are in need of ad films. Okay. All right. We've got more people. All right. Welcome, Rachna, Mumbai, career coach and author. Welcome on board. Welcome for the session. Okay. We've got good people coming in. So guys, I want to do one thing. We're going to have a very, very, very powerful session. Okay. And I'll give you a little introduction as well about the coach, and I'll give you a little introduction about what we do. But in the meantime, what I want you to do is, if you feel you have people who can benefit from this session, the session is the science behind setting up meetings which can help you drive hyper growth in your business. How do you set up meetings in an effective way so that you can achieve more results in your business? If you feel that you've got people who can benefit from this, I urge you to please click the share button. You can see there's a share button below. If you're logged in from your phone, there will be a share button on your phone. Use the share button and share it across your friends and family so that they can join as well. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Make sure that you share. All right. Okay. All right. Let's move on. See, a lot of people have come in. All right. So we've got Devdar is from Himachal. Then we've got Anand. Then we've got Kalpesh. He's in the education and soft skills industry. Welcome, Anand. Welcome, Kalpesh. Who else is there? All right. We've got Geeta. He's from Hyderabad, Kelvin Laboratory Manufacturing Unit. Welcome, Geeta. Welcome on board. All right. Then we've got Hiren, who's into electrical product and manufacturers. Guys, you got to introduce yourself. Any one of you who have not yet introduced yourself, what business you do and which city are you from, we would love to hear it from you. So please make sure that you do that. All right. So we've got Subhash, who's from Odisha and belongs to network marketing industry. Welcome, Subhash. All right. We've got a couple of people coming in. Welcome on board. Okay. We've got a couple of people joining in. All right. So today's topic is really interesting. Okay. So this is one thing that I've seen across a lot of businesses, that, they talk that, okay, we need to do more meetings. We need to connect with our people more. But somehow I feel that they don't understand the power, that how exactly this thing works, right? So we're going to talk about exactly that, how this entire system works, how exactly meetings and the science of using the right format of meetings can really help you. So you've got to make sure that you're here. All right. And this is going to be a very powerful session. So, but of course, you got to make sure that you have your pen and paper ready. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Get your pen and paper ready, and we're going to start the session. Make sure that you're making notes. It's going to be a very, very, very effective session. You've got team members you want to involve, no problem. Get the team members on board. Absolutely okay. Okay, so we've got a couple of new people. Let's introduce them. Okay, so we've got Pramod, who's from Thane, who's a digital marketer. Welcome, Pramod. We've got Ankit. He's also from Mumbai. He's in automated car parking systems. Welcome, Ankit. All right. We've got Dhruv, who's into printing services. Welcome, Dhruv. And we've got Nitish, who's scientific energy coach, awakening inner potential with people. Welcome, welcome, Nishit. All right. All right. Then we've got Raj Kumar. He's into skincare products from Chennai. Okay. 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 All right. All right. Okay. So we've got a couple of people on board, and I believe it's time that we get started. Okay. All right. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for yet another powerful session. And today we're going to talk about what exactly is the science behind using the meetings right way. All right. How exactly can you use meetings so that you drive hyper results from your business? And I want you to go to your chat box and tell me that if you feel that this is something that you've been wanting to learn, give me a yes, that yes, this is something that I wanted to learn from a long time. I wanted to understand how exactly can I run effective meetings, and how can I make sure that my team has a very high productivity. That's one thing that I've seen a lot of business owners have challenges, that they don't understand how do they drive productivity. They don't understand how to make sure that they have the right kind of results in the business that they are looking for. So I wanted to quickly go to the chat box and I wanted to give me a yes, that yes, I want to understand how can I grow my business to the next level. I want to understand what more can I do, how can I use meetings in a more productive manner so that I can drive more results from my team. So I wanted to do that. And in the meantime, let me break it down how exactly this thing is going to work. All right. So number one thing that I want to share is every business needs a strong accountability to make sure where are they going. Okay. This is where we always tell business owners that you're running a business, but the bigger problem with business owners is that do not have any control on what is happening on a day-to-day basis. लगातार दिन ब दिन या अगले 6 महीने या अगले 3 महीने क्या होने वाला है बिजनेस में, किस डायरेक्शन में आगे बढ़ने वाले हैं, इन चीजों की क्लैरिटी नहीं होती है, इन चीजों पे कोई ग्रिप नहीं होती है. And that is the reason businesses do not make the kind of money they should be making. That's a bigger problem, that they don't have an effective system to track कि किस दिशा में आगे जाना है बिजनेस में, क्या चीजों पे इंपैक्ट लेके आना है, what exactly do they want to do in all different functions of the business. And the most effective method through which you can actually track the progress of your own business is by using meetings. Now, the problem with meetings is that most people don't know how to use meetings. They don't understand how exactly to utilize the power of meetings. In majority corporate and majority businesses, meetings simply drag the energy down. Majority of your employees are going to tell you that this meeting was complete waste of energy, because what we've discussed right now, we could have done this over a phone call, we could have done this over a WhatsApp. But what happens is that you got to understand that if you're not using meetings in the right manner, that is the reason you're not driving the results. And you've got to understand how you can use the power of meetings so that you can basically increase the productivity of your team, increase the overall targeting of your business, where do you want to reach, and you can set up the right goals. So that's what the major objective of using the science of meetings is. And as I said, the bigger problem is that majority of business owners are clueless what exactly they need to do in order to drive effective meetings. So here is the problem. Understand, here is the problem when they do meetings. They do not understand what are the discussions that need to happen when they want to do a meeting. What should be the agenda of the meeting? What should be the discussion of the meeting? Number two, they do not understand that what insights needs to be taken out. मीटिंग हमें करनी है, मीटिंग पे हमें कॉन्वर्सेशंस करने, और उससे क्या इंसाइट निकालनी है, क्या इंफॉर्मेशन लेनी है, जिसके बेसिस पे इन्फॉर्म्ड डिसीजन ले सकें बिजनेस में आगे बढ़ने के लिए. ये चीजों की ग्रिप नहीं होती है. They do not understand how to take insights. So that's also another challenge that business owners face. And today, what we are going to do is we are going to understand how exactly, in a scientific manner, we can run meetings in our businesses and use them to effectively drive our business with more productivity and more profit. That is what the objective of today's session is. And that's what I want to break it down to you guys. Now, it does not matter what kind of business you do. I see a lot of people are telling me that, I see that a lot of people say that I am into manufacturing business, I am into sales business, I am into services, I am into product-based business. It does not matter what form of business you do. What matters is you need to have the right framework. What I am going to do today is I am going to give you a framework which is irrespective of the model of business that you have. You could be a manufacturer, You could be a service provider, you could be a retailer, you could be a consultant, you could be an advisor, you could be a solopreneur, you could be a network marketing professional. It does not matter. The framework to use meetings effectively to drive more results in business remains the same. So the framework that I'm going to teach you is independent of the business model that you run. So don't worry about it. You're going to take that off in your mind that, okay, whatever is going to teach me is going to be applicable to what business I do. Now, let's understand what exactly is the science of meetings. When people say that, you know what, you should do more meetings to be more productive. You should have meetings to understand how are you going to grow in the next level? What are you going to go do in the next year? How exactly are you going to drive more results in your business? They understand the outcome that they want to drive out of a meeting, but what they don't know is the mechanism that is required to drive results out of meeting. That is what we will uncover today. So first thing that I want to give you is there are 3 different forms of meeting. You can note that down, by the way. I want you to take your pen and paper and I want you to note each and everything that I'm talking about. Okay, so make sure that you understand everything and make sure that you note that down. So number 1 is there are 3 different forms of meeting, 3 different types of meeting that every business owner must conduct in their business. And what I am going to do is I'm going to break down a few things. Number 1, I'm going to tell you what are these 3 different kinds of meetings that you should be doing in your business. Number 2, I will tell you what would be the objective of these meetings. Number 3, I will tell you who should be involved in this meeting. Who are the people you should be doing this meeting with? And number 4, I will also tell you what frequency of the meeting needs to happen. In what frequency does this meeting need to happen? Let me repeat myself. I am going to tell you what are the 3 different forms of meetings that you need to be doing in your business. Number 2, I will tell you what should be the objective of that meeting. What should be the result that you could be driving out of that meeting? Number 3, I will tell you who should you be doing this meeting with. You cannot be doing every meeting with everyone. That's where majority businesses go wrong. They say, okay, it's a meeting. Come on, let's drive everyone. Everyone leaves their work, everyone leaves their desk, and now everyone is sitting in a meeting and they're trying to understand what to do. And everyone is clueless because you did not think it through that this meeting might not be relevant to each and everyone. So we will understand which meeting needs to be done with which professional or which designation in your business. Okay. The next thing that we will understand is in what frequency do you need to do the meeting? What should be the frequency of the meeting so that you understand that I'm tracking it right and I'm doing it right. All right. That's what the agenda is. So the first form of meeting that every business must be doing, the first form of meeting that every business owner should be taking care of is basically called the strategic growth meeting. Okay. The strategic growth meeting, you can write that down. First form of meeting that is required is strategic growth meeting. Strategic growth meeting is basically a meeting which has a very simple agenda. This meeting has an objective of creating a growth plan for your business. What do I mean when I say growth plan? Growth plan means you need to figure out that, okay, say from April 2021, you have a new financial year happening. In February 2020 or February 2021, you sit down for a strategic growth meeting. And the objective is that what are we going to achieve next year? What is the plan for growth? What do we want to achieve in terms of our finances? How much revenue do we want to grow? How much profit do we want to grow? We want to talk about what new customers can we serve? What new markets can we enter? So every detail about the growth should get into this meeting. So the number 1 form of meeting that every business owner must be taking care of is called strategic growth meeting. So if I give you a background, look at this. You can note this down, by the way. Meeting to create your growth plan, your expansion plan, looking for new products, looking for new services, looking for new markets, looking for making sure that your company culture is in place and making sure that you have a strategy for building your brand and of course your financial goals. These are the objectives of strategic growth meeting. So the major outcome out of now, what exactly is the outcome that you're looking for from a strategic growth meeting is you want to make sure that the next financial year, you know what exactly the kind of money you want to make in your business. You know the kind of products that you want to launch. You know the kind of new markets you want to enter. You know what new services you want to get into. You know what culture you want to set. See, the idea of a strategic meeting is you want to reflect in everything that has happened in the last year. What are the areas of improvements? What needs to be fixed? So you need to look at that. Do I need to build my brand? Do I need more brand credibility? Then yes, I need to resolve it in my strategic growth meeting. Do I need a better company culture? Are my people not performing at the optimum level? Then you need to make sure that you have to involve that in your meeting. So a strategic growth meeting is something that a business owner has to do. And if you have a team, then you need to do it with your core management. All right. This needs to be done with your core management. This is not for everyone. You don't need to involve every second executive in your organization to do strategic growth meeting. The strategic growth meeting needs to be done only with your core management. So say you are the business owner and you've got a bunch of CEO, CFO, then you got to do it with them. If you are a small and medium enterprise, you don't have a bigger team, then whoever is the person that is reporting to you from each and every department, you will sit with them and you will do this meeting with them only, not to the last mile. And if you're a solopreneur, then it's you who need to sit with yourself and no one else, and you need to write it down that, okay, next year, what do I do with my finances? Next year, what do I want to achieve in terms of new product, new services? Next year, what exactly is my growth plan? What do I want to do? So it does not matter what form of business you have, you need to make sure that it needs to be done with your top management. The strategic meeting needs to be done with your top management. The strategic meeting needs to be done with immediate people who are reporting to you, not everyone. And the objective of this meeting is very clear. You want to make sure that you have a concrete plan and a concrete goal of what you want to achieve by next year. And the frequency of this meeting could be anywhere between within 6 months or 1 year. So what you would do is you would sit in 6 months time and you could reflect that what has happened in the past half year. Where are we in terms of the goal that we have decided? What needs to shift? And that's what you start planning for the next six months. Or you could do this once a year. Like in our organization, we do it once a year. We did it a couple of months back. We went to Goa. We sat along, all the core team, all the core partners sat along and we decided, okay, what do we want to achieve in 2021? What finances, what kind of revenue we want to make? What kind of profits we want to make? What kind of new market we want to open ourselves into? What new services, what new products can we enter? What new products can we offer, which will give us that more revenue? What kind of culture we want to drive in our organization? What will we do in order to build our brand? All these things were the part of discussion and objective of the strategic meeting. This could be done once a year or this could be done in every 6 months, depending on how you want to take this. Now comes the time. What is the time you need to invest in doing this meeting? You could spend anywhere between half a day to a couple of days. It depends on how big your organization is, what level of growth you want to achieve, and how exactly you want to break down. Because understand, strategic meeting means you need to define goals for every function of your business. It's not just that, okay, we want to make 5 crores next year. No, that's only a financial goal that you've written. What do you want to do in marketing? What do you want to do in sales? What do you want to do in operations? What do you want to do in your human resources? What do you want to do as management? All these different functions needs to be defined with a set of goals that this is what we want to do. This is what we want to do next year. Right? And it does not matter whether you are in any form of business. You could be into any form of business. You must have a strategic meeting. You must look into that. What do I want to do? And if it's a solopreneur, you have to do it by yourself, which means you are the one who's going to be doing creation and you are the one who's going to be doing the review itself. So you will only sit, you will only reflect, what did I achieve last year? What can I improve in my finances? What can I improve in my marketing? What can I improve in my operations? What can I improve in my sales? How could I do this? Do I need more team? Do you need more team to grow? Then that would also become your goal. So all this thing is part of your strategic meeting. That's the first form of meeting that every business owner needs to do minimum once a year. That's the first form of meeting. The next form of meetings that every business owner must do is called accountability meetings. Okay, write that down. The next form of meeting that every business owner must do is called accountability meetings. Now, what's an accountability meeting? What does this mean? So here is an understanding. Understand. Step number 1, आपने अपनी स्ट्रेटेजिक ग्रोथ मीटिंग करी, आपने बोला ओके नेक्स्ट ईयर इस तरीके से मैं अपने बिजनेस को ग्रो करना चाहता हूं. नाउ व्हाट यू डिड इज यू ऑल्सो नीड टू सेट अप अ सिस्टम, ताकि लगातार एक स्पेसिफिक इंटरवल में आप चेक कर सको कि मैंने जो गोल सेट करे हैं उनको ट्रैक भी तो करना पड़ेगा. Whether I am achieving those goals or not, that also needs to be taken care of. And accountability meetings are basically to help you track each and every goal that has been taken in different functions of your business. So whatever goals you have decided in different functions and whatever strategy that you've decided in different functions of the business, you need to make sure that you are tracking the growth and the progress. And that is the reason you need to make sure that you have accountability meetings in your business. Now, I will give you a simple structure of how do you do accountability meeting. Okay, let's understand the objective. The number one objective is you need to first review. You need to make sure that you have to basically review what are the goals of each and every department. What did you decide in your strategic meeting? आपने जब strategic meeting करी थी तो आपने क्या goals define करे थे for each and every department. Then next step, you need to check that what is on track and what's slipping. कौन कौन से मेरे गोल्स, कौन कौन से मेरे एक्शंस ट्रैक पर हैं. दैट मींस व्हाटएवर आई एम डूइंग विल हेल्प मी अचीव रिजल्ट इन दिस डिपार्टमेंट, बट दीज आर द एरियाज वेयर आई एम नॉट अचीविंग माय रिजल्ट्स. These are the areas where I am not on track. So you also need to check that what is working well and what is not working well. And last is you need to revise, which means certain things in your business will be working fine as per your goals, but certain things are not, and you need to revise your plan. You need to revise your strategy so that you can make sure by the end of the year you actually reach that goal. That's what you need to do in an accountability meeting. So when you set up an accountability meeting, you have a very simple agenda. Number one, you want to make sure that you review each and every goal for your departments. Number two, you need to check whether you are on track on all the goals that you want to achieve or somewhere you're lagging. And wherever you are not on track, you need to revise your strategy. This is how you make yourself accountable that, okay, I know that every action that I am taking in every department is actually taking me to the goal that I have already assigned and designed. That's how you keep yourself accountable. Now, let me tell you what's the frequency for this meeting. You need to do this every 15 days. You can note that down. You need to do this meeting every 15 days. Every fortnight you need to set up and you need to check whether we're going in the right direction or not. Because you know what? If you don't keep a track on a micro level, you might go into a zone where you will never be able to return. वो छोटे 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 स्टेप्स होते हैं डेली बेसिस के. अगर थोड़ा सा भी गड़बड़ी होने लगी और थोड़ा सा भी ट्रैकिंग छूटा, and you are completely off your target. And that is the reason every Fortune 500 company has a very strong accountability meeting system. Every system that I'm giving you has been proven and tested across all sectors, across all forms of businesses and all scales of businesses. So every 15 days, you need to make sure that you have an accountability meeting. It should be not more than 40 minutes to 1 hour. Why? Because goal already set है. आपको मालूम है हर डिपार्टमेंट में आपको क्या अचीव करना है. आपको ये भी मालूम है कि क्या स्ट्रैटेजी, क्या एक्शन आप लेने वाले हो. Only thing you need to do is you need to check कि whether you are on track or not. And if you're not on track, what is your contingency plan? Backup plan क्या है आपका कि यार okay, marketing में I should be removing 100 leads on a daily basis, but instead of that I'm only able to remove 50 leads, which means I'm almost halfway. What do I do? Okay, I might need to look at different channels to market. Maybe this channel is only giving me this amount of leads. This is the capacity of this channel. Let me open a different channel. Let me run my ads over there, and I can generate more leads from there so that I can hit my target. इस तरीके से हर डिपार्टमेंट का रिव्यू करना है. रिव्यू करने के बाद ये चेक करना है कि रिवाइज करके स्ट्रैटेजी बिल्ड करनी है, सो दैट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू कैन मेक श्योर दैट यू रीच द रिजल्ट्स दैट यू वांट टू रीच. ऑलराइट, देन व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस? हाउ डू यू डू दिस? हाउ डू यू अप्लाई अकाउंटेबिलिटी मीटिंग? नाउ, if you have a team, right, you've got a couple of team, you've got a small 20-25 people, 10 people, you've got a team around, then what you need to do is, number one, the business owner needs to do this meeting with the core management or the top management. आप business owner हो, आपको जो ये meeting करनी है, आपको ये meeting करनी है with your top management. Okay, whoever is directly reporting to you. Number 2, आपके जो टॉप मैनेजमेंट है वो अपने टीम लीडर या मैनेजर्स के साथ करेंगे. whoever is your top management, जो मैनेजर है, जो भी आपका बिजनेस हैंडल कर रहा है, वो अपने टीम लीडर्स या अपने एग्जीक्यूटिव्स के साथ करेगा. टीम लीडर्स जो है वो अपने एग्जीक्यूटिव्स के साथ करेंगे. All right. So this has to be the system. Now you might say that okay, I don't have the kind of hierarchy that you've told me. मेरे पास इतने सारे लोग नहीं हैं. मैं हूं, मेरे अंदर कुछ लोग रिपोर्ट करते हैं और उनके अंदर कुछ लोग एग्जीक्यूटिव्स हैं. No problem. Whoever is reporting to you, you need to set up an accountability meeting with them, and then whoever is reporting to your second leaders will be set up. They will set up an accountability meeting with the people they report to. That's how you basically do it. So whoever is reporting to you, you work with them. The people that report to your managers, they will work with them. That's how you make sure that you've got the right accountability going on. And it is extremely, extremely, extremely important that you have an accountability meeting every 15 days. That's extremely crucial for you to understand that if you do not have the right accountability meetings, then you will not know what is happening. And this happens with majority of businesses. They set up their goals, they sit one day, the new year comes in, abhi naya saal aane wala hai. Okay, so a lot of people are going to do this. They're going to set up, they'll set up with their teams, baat karenge, conversations karenge, they'll set up some goals. They'll talk about, okay, this year we're going to grow 200%, we're going to grow 100%. They'll set up some goals, and at the end of the day, no one is going to check up what is happening with the goals. And that is the reason people fail. In business, if you do not have a strong accountability, then there is no way you will ever succeed. My coach always tells me one thing. The biggest, the best thing about being a business owner is that you don't have a boss. And the worst thing about being a business owner is that you don't have a boss. That means no one is holding you accountable. That is the reason setting up an accountability meeting is extremely important, so that you keep everything in check. So 2 forms of meeting we have discussed so far. Number 1 is strategic growth meeting. These are meetings that you do with your immediate people who report to you. The number 2 meeting that we have talked about is called accountability meeting. Now, the 3rd form of meeting that every business owner must be doing is called action meetings. All right. Action meetings are basically meetings which are extremely critical for every business. These are basically meetings that happen on a daily basis, and these are the meetings that will actually lead you to results on a longer run. Whatever you do on a daily basis compounds into results that drive and you achieve in 1 year. So, I'm sorry. It's not that you achieve the results at the end of the year. Every day you take small actions which eventually lead you to achieve certain results. So action meetings are meetings that you do on a daily basis, so that you make sure that you're taking the necessary action which will lead you to results. That's how you do it. Okay, and what's the core objective of action meetings? Number 1, the core objective is you need to check out what was accomplished yesterday. What task, what project, or what work was completed or accomplished yesterday. If you do not have a day-to-day accountability, trust me, your business will slip out. You will have no predictability in how you will grow your business. You will have no productivity in any function of your business. That is the reason action meetings are extremely important, to make sure that on a daily basis you are checking what is happening with each and every department and each and every executive, and what work are they doing on a day-to-day basis. This is where people get wrong. This is where people go wrong. They do not know what their people are doing. So many business owners come and tell us that, you know what, I've got a team, I've got the right system, but I still don't know what my team does. I have no idea whether they're performing their task or not. Are they doing it? Are they not doing it? Are they doing it right? Are they doing it wrong? I have no idea. When you do action meetings on a daily basis, you will have exact idea what exactly is your team achieving on a day-to-day basis. So first objective of your action meeting is you want to check out what did they achieve yesterday. So when you open up your meeting, the first thing you want to ask them is, okay, tell me what did you achieve yesterday? What all tasks were completed yesterday? That's how we do it in our organization. So the moment we enter our office, we start at 9 o'clock, 9:05, We have our meeting set up with our respective subordinates. The first thing that we do is we check up on what did they achieve yesterday. What did they do yesterday? What task was completed? What project was completed? Did they accomplish anything specific which was struggling from a long time? That's your objective number one, to check up what happened yesterday. Number two, what needs to be done today? What do you need to do today? What task, what project, what work do you need to do today so that you have a productive day and so that we reach our goal where we want to? That's also very important. So number one, you ask them what did they achieve yesterday. Number two, you want to check up what are they going to do today. What is most important for them today so that they achieve outcomes. See, at the end of the day, understand one thing. What happens with majority of small and medium enterprises? People come into the office sharp at 10 o'clock. They spend their time. By 7:30, they're done and they leave. When you take up that what happened, you have no idea what happened in the day. You have no clue what happened. That is the reason having an action meeting is extremely important, because this will help you as a tool to understand what productivity is your team driving on a day-to-day basis. So number one, you understood what needs to be done, what was done yesterday. Next, you understood what needs to be done today. And then, very important, are there any specific challenges that your team is facing in terms of execution where they might need some help? This is also very important, because understand, everyone needs help. We do decide certain goals, we decide on certain tasks, but not every task is immediately achievable. So your people will get into trouble. And it is your role as a business owner to make sure that whoever is reporting to you, if they are facing certain challenge on a day-to-day basis, you are asking them what are the challenges they are facing in executing certain tasks and what could we do to resolve it. That is going to help them in actually achieve results. Otherwise, you know what happens? You come to your team, you tell them, okay, you know what? These are the 5 tasks I want you to complete. Come back to me after 5 days and tell me that this is done. 5 days after you check with them, they say, okay, boss, you know what? I got problem with this issue, and this could not be done. So I could not do this. Now, if this could have been communicated to you on a daily basis, this gives you the time, energy, so you can give them some solution, you can discuss over a solution, and this could be resolved on a day-to-day basis, which increase their productivity and results. Understand, each and every team member in your organization needs to produce results. You should not be paying them simply because they come on time and they leave on time. That's not their KRA. That's not the results they need to achieve. They need to achieve specific results in their own job function. And the way you hold them accountable is setting up action meetings on a daily basis. And of course, a very big part of doing action meetings is you also need to inspire your people, give them the energy. Understand, every person needs inspiration. I'm not talking about motivation, by the way. You don't have to motivate your people to work. That's a wrong way. If you've got people who need motivation to get their job done, you've got a wrong people in your team. But you need to inspire them to achieve results. That, you know what? We've been doing this from a long time. We've been able to achieve 100 leads, or say, 5 lakh rupees turnover every month. I wanted to put in something new, and let's see if we can push it further. So you need to give them that energy as a business owner. You need to give them that flow. That's the reason that you need to have an action meeting on a daily basis. Now, here is the thing. A lot of people might get scared that, okay, you know what? I've got like 10, 15 people in my business. If I have to sit with them daily with all 15 people, half my day is going to go on my entire action meeting. Don't worry. There is a process to do it. Number one, let's understand the frequency of action meeting is daily. You have to do meetings daily. Duration is not more than 15 minutes. You can't sit with them for half a day. Okay, tell me what happened yesterday. Okay, why you didn't do this? Okay, why this not happen? Okay, then after that, where are you stuck? Now you've spent half your day in helping them solve that challenge. No, you got to be quick. Every member of your team, whoever is reporting to you, they will come to you If they are from different departments, they'll come department by department. They'll give you some reports. They'll talk about what they did yesterday. They'll talk about what they want to do today. They'll talk about any specific challenge that they're facing. You'll give them 5-7 minutes. You'll discuss it. You'll give them some concrete solution. 15 minutes, you're done. You cannot spend more than 15 minutes on an action meeting. That's it. The idea is you quickly get a grip of what happened yesterday. You get a grip of what is going to happen today. You get a grip of where are the problems in this particular department. So say you've got different departments. Immediately, number one, marketing department comes in. The guy who's handling your marketing tells you, this is what we've done yesterday. These are the kind of leads we've generated. Today, we're going to do this. This will help us achieve these kind of leads. And this is where we are stuck. Okay, let's do these 3 things to solve this. Done, go. That's it. Now, next, sales team comes. Sales teams have a conversation. Now, understand, I'm not saying that you need to talk to each and every team member. Again, there is a simple process. As a business owner, you need to do this with your core management team. Only with the people who are directly reporting to you. So you've got 3 people who are directly reporting to you, and they are the people who manage all the other functions. You need to only do action meeting with these 3 people, not with the entire organization. Only 3 people. You'll spend 15 minutes each. 45 minutes you've spent in a day with your core top management to understand what happened yesterday, what is going to happen today, where are they stuck, what could be solved. Now, these top management people will do the same action meeting with their managers or team leaders, people who report to them. They will spend 15 minutes with each of their departments, department head, discuss what they did yesterday, what needs to be done today, next plan of action. Now, these team leaders will do it with their executives. That is how you do it. So you don't need to do it with every single person in your organization. You have to set up a structure. If you don't have a structure, if you've got 10-15 people and you tell me that, Ayush, you know what, all these 10-15 people report to me, you've got things wrong. You need to set up a structure that only a handful of people should report to me. Probably 2, 3, 4 people should report to me. And then some of the people should report to these 2, 3 people. Then some of the people should report to those 5, 6 people. And that's how my entire 15, 17 or 20 people team is structured. Once the structure is set, then the meetings become more effective. Otherwise, you're going to spend 15 minutes with 10 people. You've spent 150 minutes. Can't do that. You need to set up a hierarchy. You need to set up a process. So, extremely important, doing action meetings on a daily basis. This is what will drive you results, because these are small actions that you will take on a daily basis. And these small actions on a daily basis will help you achieve results on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, on a half-yearly basis, on a yearly basis. The biggest problem with business owners is they do not track daily action. They have no clue what is going wrong with their departments, what is going wrong with different functions, what has been achieved, what have they not been able to achieve, because there is no system around it. What I have given you right now is, I have given you a system through which you will not only be able to set up your goals, you will be able to track them, and you will also be able to execute them. So these 3 different forms of meetings are extremely important for any business owner to make sure that they are running a business where they have extreme accountability. You have hyper growth. Understand, if you are able to do this on a regular basis, if you follow this system on a regular basis, I guarantee you, apply these 3 systems, these 3 forms of meeting for the next 6 months. There is no way in hell that you will not achieve results. You know what's going to happen when you'll do this? You'll have more clarity on the goals you want to achieve. You'll have more clarity on the problems that you're facing to achieve that goals. You'll have more clarity on the actions you need to take to achieve these goals. And you'll have more clarity on the performance that your team is driving. You know what's going to happen when you'll do accountability meeting and when you do action meetings? You will understand who are the non-performers. You will understand who is just sitting around the corner and not actually producing any results. And then you can understand what training, what coaching, what mentoring needs to be given to this person so that they start driving results. This is an entire mechanism that makes your business more predictable, that makes your business more scientific. And that's what you need to do. That's exactly how you need to design it. So I've given you simple. So setting up these 3 meetings will help you in 3 ways. Number 1, you will be able to create your growth goals. When you will be able to do your strategic growth meeting, you will be able to set up your growth goals. So many people do not have any idea what is their goal for the next 1 year. They've been running business like usual. They've been running business from so many years. It's been generating the same amount of money. It's been generating the same amount of profit. You've been working with the same people, and yet you are not growing. You know why? Because you've never set down any growth goal. The other reason you're not growing is probably some of you did set up some goals, but you never created an accountability system. You never check back that what is happening with each department. What is happening to my goals? Am I on track? Am I not on track? Am I achieving certain results? So if you don't have an accountability system, creating growth goals is useless. It's just a wishful desire. It's a dream. You're only dreaming that I want to do this in my business. But when you set up an accountability system and you set up your accountability meetings, you actually take the effort to check whether things are going right or wrong, north or south. And then, of course, when you do action meetings, you create action plans. You actually create plans of how will you execute it, what you need to do on a daily basis to achieve that results that you want to achieve. So that is a simple 3 meeting system, an extremely scientific form of doing meetings that you can use to immediately skyrocket your business growth. I'll run it down again to you. Okay. So what are the 3 forms of meeting? Number 1 is called strategic growth meeting. You can note it down if you somehow missed it, you've joined in late. The first form of meeting that every business owner must be doing is, is called strategic meeting. The idea is you want to set up growth plan. You want to set expansion plans over here. You want to look at new products that you can launch. You want to look at new services you can launch. You want to look at new markets you can get into. You want to check whether you want to shift your company culture. If your people are not performing, if you're not happy with the results that your team are setting, then there is a problem with your culture. You have not set up a result-driven culture in your organization. That means when you're doing a strategic meeting, you want to make sure that, okay, from the next year, I'm going to set up a culture which drives results in my people. You also need to check up whether your brand is getting higher or not, whether you're building a brand or not. So many people I know in business, they've been running business from so many years. They've been doing good turnovers. They've been going good business, but eventually they've never created a brand. And because they've never created a brand, they were never able to expand. They were never able to open up markets where they could double their income, where they could double their revenue. Why? Because they were never a brand. This is a classic problem that majority businesses get into, that the moment they think of expanding into a new market, they face a challenge that their brand is not known. So people don't want to trust them easily. Whatever domain, whatever business you are already into, since you've been working your work, people know you, but you are not a brand. So when you're doing a strategic growth meeting, you also need to make sure that you start creating and building your brand. You need brand awareness. And then, of course, your financial goals. When you do a strategic growth meeting, you need to set up what kind of money you want to make in your business, what revenue you want to do, what profits you want to achieve, what profitability you want, what kind of personal income you want to draw from the business. All this will come into your strategic growth goal, strategic growth meeting. This needs to be done in 6 months or 1 year. Could be a half day to a couple of days. It depends on how intense you want to go. When we did it, I think we took about 7 to 8 days because we wanted to sort out every function. One day we decided for each and every function. One day we sat on fixing marketing. One day we sat on fixing sales. The other day we sat on fixing product lines and services. Next day we sat on fixing operations. The other day we set up on fixing how do we make sure we have the right team. So team management, HR. The next day we started sitting on how do we as management of the company, as the owners of the company, what do we need to improve so that we have a better team. Next we thought of culture. All these things we did it on a daily basis. One entire day we decided and we did a thorough thorough planning on each and every function. And that's how our strategic growth meeting was done. It took 7 to 8 days, but the result is we've got extreme clarity of what we want to do the next year. And we've already started taking action. We've already started doing things in implementation. We've already got our accountability system set. Right? Then the next meeting that we need to do now, of course, strategic growth meetings needs to be only done with your top management. Strategic growth meetings do not need to be done with each and every employee. No, only with the top management, only people who are reporting to you on a day-to-day basis and who are involved in creating strategies for building your business. These are the people you want to do it. So probably your director for marketing, your director for operations, your HR head, all the people who are involved in strategic growth of the business, they should be involved in this meeting. Only they. The next meeting that you need to do is accountability meeting. Accountability meeting means these are the meetings that will keep us on track. We've done our strategic growth meeting. We know these are the goals we want to achieve in all the different functions of the business, but how do we track whether we are going right or wrong? So accountability meetings are there to review the goal for each and every department. Accountability meetings are there to check whether you are on track for each and every goal or you're slipping. You're not on track. If you're not on track, then accountability meeting will help you revise your plan. So say your marketing guy comes to you and tells you that, boss, you know what? We wanted to make 100 leads every day. We've been only able to do 70. What do we do? Now, you reviewed that, okay, my goal was 100. You checked that I'm not doing it. I'm not on track. Now you need to revise. Okay, so what do we do? How do we make it 100? Can we open a different channel for marketing? Okay, yes, we can do. Let's apply a different channel of marketing. Let's test it for a couple of days and see if it's giving us results. Bam, we are back on track. So that's how you do it. So accountability meetings keeps you on track. This needs to be done every 15 days. Every 15 days, not more than 40 minutes to 1 hour. How do you do this? The business owner will do it with people who report to him, and the people who are reporting to the business owner, there are people who would be reporting to them. So business owner interacts with the core management. The core management interacts with the managers or the mid-level officers, the team leaders. The team leaders then interact with executives. So what is happening is you are creating accountability across all levels of your organization. Every single level of your organization has accountability, right up from your executive to your team leader, to your manager, to your department head, to your CEO, CFO, whatever level you have. Every level is involved in sharing their accountability. And the third form of meeting is called action meetings. Action meetings are meetings which are done daily. This is for you to make sure that everything that we have planned is being actually executed. Because if you're not executing on a daily basis, you will never be able to achieve your results. This is what separates you from all the positive thinking bullshit. You gotta make sure that you're taking actions daily. So the system, the process that I'm giving you is actually proven. This gives you the tool. This gives you the process to actually achieve your results. That you got to make sure that you're doing action meetings every day. These are meetings which are focused on a day-to-day basis. The objective is 3 things. Number 1, what did you achieve yesterday? What task was completed yesterday? What projects completed yesterday? What work got completed yesterday? How to make sure that yesterday was a productive day? How do you check it? You check it by the first objective of the action meetings. Number 2, what are we going to do today? What's the plan for today? What all things you need to do today so that you can say that today was a productive day. Write that down. Next, what are the challenges you're stuck in? What are the challenges you're facing in order to do whatever you need to do? That, okay, you know what? My campaigns are not working. Sales guy saying, okay, you know what? We are stuck. We are not able to deliver the kind of revenues we should be because the quality of lead is not good. We are meeting 10 people, but we are only able to close 2 people. So you know what the problem is. Now you can create an action plan for it. Okay. What I'm going to do is, since you're facing a problem with conversions, I will talk to the marketing team. I will tell them to change the campaigns and we'll do some test campaigns and we'll see if the different leads that come to you are better quality, then we'll use that quality only. Boom. So it's extremely important that you also give some solutions on a day-to-day basis to your people so that they keep getting unstuck. They're stuck with something, every day you're helping them unstuck. And the last and the most important objective of action meeting is inspire your people, build energy in them. If you're not doing that, then you're not fulfilling your role. If you as a business leader are not inspiring your people, if you're not giving them the energy that yes, they need and they can do everything that is possible, then you're not fulfilling your role. So you got to make sure you do it. These meeting needs to happen on a daily basis, not more than 15 minutes. The process is, as a business owner, you will do this with your top management. Your top management will do it with managers or team leaders. Your team leaders will do it with your executives. Now, what is happening? Again, look at the science behind it. The science is at every level of your business, you are making sure that every person is taking action. You are making sure that every human being in this organization is aligned. That is the way you actually make sure that your businesses are actually driven in the right direction. Right? So that's how you basically leverage the science of meetings. All right? So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Write down all your learnings. Write down all your learnings, whatever you've learned so far. Take 2 minutes, put a pen and paper, whatever your key learnings are, write that down. All right. So I want you to write it down. And if you've got any question, anything you feel that, okay, how do I apply this? Any question on it? First of all, I want you to write down what did you learn from it? Okay. First, write down what did you learn from it? I hope I could add some value in you with the things. Then, if you've got any questions regarding how do I apply this, ask me those questions. And then last, before we close the session, I want you to write what did you learn? Okay, so I've got a question by Ritu. I am a small business owner. We need simple steps that we can implement in a day-to-day operation. Okay, so Ritu, this is a very simple to apply system. Nothing difficult in it. Okay, you don't have to start in the exact manner that I'm telling you. You don't have to really first go into strategic meeting and then get into accountability meeting and then get into action meeting. Start doing action meetings daily. You want to do day-to-day things, right? Start doing action meetings daily. What is action meeting? Action meeting means, what did your people do yesterday? What work, what task did they do yesterday? You ask them questions. Next thing, you ask them, what will you do today? Third thing, is there anything where you're stuck? Do you need any help? 3 things you do daily, you start getting more action from your team on a daily basis. This is absolutely applicable. All right. Sun Interior saying, great session. Thank you so much. Then we've got, who else is there? Shailesh is saying, excellent session. Happy to attend. Thank you so much, Shailesh. Okay. All right. Good question. Ishrat is asking, help me and understand how to inspire salespeople in supermarket. Okay. Number one, understand, I'll give you one concept. When we're talking about sales, okay, let me tell you, there are 3 different type of people in business. Okay. Number one are people who are executors. Okay. These are executors, which means they're going to be doing day-to-day task. No matter how much skills they earn, no matter how much, knowledge they get, but at the end of the day, they're only at the execution level. All right. So that's their capping. The other is called business owner. Business owner himself is basically someone who's been risking everything. He's putting the money, he's putting everything online, and he is going to make sure that he earns a lot of money out of it. So he has got both the risk also and the reward also. Okay. Now, the third form of people that are there are called rainmakers. Rainmakers means these are your salespeople. Salespeople are people who bring money in your business. If you want to inspire your salespeople, number one, you got to make sure that they earn a lot of money. Listen to me very carefully. If your people are thinking about money, That means they are not thinking about work. So if you want to inspire your salespeople, create right incentive structure. Number one, create right incentive structure. Number two, give them training, help them become better, build their competence, build their knowledge. You do these two things, you build their competence, you give them good incentives, they'll focus on building results. Simple. Thank you so much, my dear friend. It was really good session. Please guide us for small startup. So Chaitanya, even for a small startup, the process remains the same. Okay, so understand, a lot of you guys are getting confused that, okay, you know what, if I want to do this, I'll have to do the strategic meeting first, then I have to do the accountability meeting. No, that's how you organize it. Immediately start action meeting. एक्शन मीटिंग को रोज करवाना चालू कर दीजिए, क्योंकि वो डे टू डे बेसिस के एक्शंस को कंट्रोल करता है. व्हाट डू यू नीड टू डू इन एक्शन मीटिंग? You need to work with your top management or whoever is reporting to you. Three things you need to ask them. Number one, what task did you complete yesterday? What work happened yesterday? What did you achieve yesterday? Number two, what will you do today? What are your things that you need to complete? Number three, do you need any help in whatever we're talking about? Do you need any help? You do these three things. Action meeting ko immediately apply karo. Start applying action meeting immediately. Then every 15 days, start applying accountability meeting. That, okay, where are we heading? You've got a basic idea of what kind of business you want to do on a month-on-month basis, right? So you can do accountability meeting. Then find some time in between so that you can sit with your top management and do a strategic meeting. So you don't really have to first do strategic meeting, then do your accountability meeting, then do your action meeting. No, it's reverse ulta. Action meeting, immediately apply. What I want you to do right away, today itself, is from tomorrow, I want you to start doing action meetings with your team. If you're going to do this, give me a yes. If you feel that, yes, I can do action meetings with my team from tomorrow itself, give me a yes. All right. Ishika is saying, thank you so much for a valuable session. Thank you, Ishika, for being a part of the session. Ishrat is saying, thank you. Amazing session. Thank you, Ishrat. Thank you so much. Okay. We've got a question. Kashish, I started lubricants distributor business with a single helper. I want to know how to market my products. Okay. Kashish, unfortunately, right now, I am not talking about marketing. Right now, the focus is how do you use, how do you use meetings in the more effective manner? Okay. Superb. Vinod has got a good learning. Major loop is create, track, implement, track, modify. Absolutely, Vinod. You've got it absolutely right. Learners family, thank you so much for amazing session. Thank you so much for attending it. It's a pleasure. You coming here and attending this gives us immense pleasure, right? What else, guys? What else? You can share anything. Okay, by the way, now you can open up. Whatever you learned, give me your 2 best learnings. Whatever you learned, 2 of your best learnings from this session, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. 2 best learnings from today's session. That, okay, this is what I got clarity. This is what I'm going to do from today, right? Give me 2 of your best learnings. That's what I want to know now. What was your best learning and what are you going to apply? All right. यस पवन जी, हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों का इस्तेमाल करने की कोशिश करूंगा. मैं बोल रहा हूं कि आपने जो भी चीजें आज सीखी हैं उसके बारे में 2 सबसे बढ़िया लर्निंग बताइए. Okay. All right. We've got Kishan. Thank you so much for a great session. Thank you, Kishan, for attending the session. All right. Then we've got Guru Chandeji. Thank you so much for attending the session. Check and change. Yes, absolutely. Check and change. Check and change. Absolutely important. You got to keep revising, right? Chaitanya has got goal setting and tracking. Absolutely important. Okay. Then Ricky is saying, without checking, you can't grow. Absolutely, Ricky. Absolutely. Superb. Sampath Markse is saying, got a lot of clarity on how to use this framework. Thank you so much, Sampath. That's what my idea is, right? Ishrat, action meetings and inspire your people. Superb. Superb. All right. Shailesh, tracking and action meeting. Awesome. 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 By the way, guys, I know action meeting and tracking and implementation is very easy to apply. And I know a lot of you are thinking that strategic meetings are like very gyan wala baat and very, very high fundu kind of a thing. But trust me, it's not. The core objective of you doing a strategic growth meeting every year, make it a 1 year event. Okay. Say, for example, right now, let's plan for February 2020. April 2021, February 2021, April 2021 say new financial year is going to come in. Let's do February 2020 a strategic growth meeting. Strategic growth meeting means you will think that what do I want to achieve from next year? What revenue I want to increase, what income I want to make, what kind of culture I want to drive, what kind of organization I want to create, what kind of growth I'm looking at, everything. Superb. Sun Interiors. Best and worst thing about business is no boss to hold accountable, set, track, and measure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sampath Mark says superb learning. Superb learning. Absolutely, Ishika. Motivation will never last. You need inspiration, right? And you know the reason I've told you in action meeting, I've told you that you also ask them for help. Do you need any help? Because what's going to happen is when you ask for help, you contribute yourself in helping them, which actually drives inspiration. What is wrong with majority of businesses is they do not contribute. All they do is they give tasks to people and then just hadkao them that this is not done, that is not done, this is not done. But they don't contribute on that how can I help you achieve this? The moment you start contributing with your immediate people, they'll see that you are actively involved. And when they see that you're actively involved, they will get inspired that, okay, this guy is running a business and he still wants to help me. That means he's really driven for it. So it's extremely important. I get it. Shailesh, absolutely, I get it. Absolutely. Okay, we know that in meetings, how can we divert the members to some actionable discussion? So Vinod, when you're doing action meetings, you're basically only talking about what actions your team is going to take today. That's the only objective. Basically, you're helping them understand, okay, what are the actions you're going to take today to achieve the results that we want to achieve? What will you do? Okay, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But done. Action meetings are your system to make sure that every individual in your organization is executing. Everyone needs to play their part. Businesses are only built when everyone plays their part. And this is a system that you use, right? All 3 meetings are important. Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, come on. I want each and everyone share what did you learn from this session? What were your 2 biggest learnings? I wanted to really write it down. Don't shy away. Okay. I know you've got some value. I know you've got some ideas. I know you've got some mind-boggling thing going around. I want you to really pen it down. All the people who have not written so far, I want you to engage with me. I really want you to interest yourself in this because the objective is to add value. The reason we do this session, and by the way, every Tuesday we do this. Every Tuesday you can come here. You're going to find us here with new agenda, with new learning, with new topics. So make sure that you're here regularly, right? Superb. Meeting regularly and monitor your business. Absolutely. Absolutely. Extremely important. All right. What else? Come on, guys. I wanted to write up. What did you get the best out of this? Focus. All right. So we've got daily meeting, increase the focus. This is critical to business. Pramod, absolutely correct, Pramod. You got to make sure, understand, setting up these 3 meeting formats, what this helps you is this helps you create alignment. Right up from the smallest or the most junior guy, you create alignment till the topmost level. That's what the objective is. Right? So fabulous. You got bang on. Absolutely correct. All right. What else? What did you guys learn? Okay. Or rather, now, what do you want to apply now? What you've got this knowledge, you've got this framework. What will you apply now? What will you do in your business? What action will you take? I want you to share this up. Okay. Somnath is saying different levels of meeting. Absolutely. You got an understanding, different levels of meeting. Sudha is saying regular follow up with your team. Absolutely. Regularity in making things easy and effective. Absolutely. Somnath, inspire, not motivate people around you. Absolutely correct, Somnath. Motivation will never last. Inspiration. Inspiration will make people work wonders. That's the idea. So implementing a daily meeting consistently, Pramod, absolutely correct. How to suggest my boss to use this framework? Well, the best way is, so this video is going to be there on our Facebook channel. You can simply share the video with your boss. You can tell them that, boss, I went through this amazing training. Just watch this video. I think we should apply this. Best way. All right. Yes. Inspiration from your voice. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Absolutely, Abdul. Make sure that your work is completed on a daily basis. That's where most people go wrong. You know why most businesses fail? And I'll tell you a scary, scary truth. 80% of the businesses that start, by the end of the year, they fail. You know why? Because no one is freaking keeping a tap of what is happening on a daily basis. You know what happens with people? They say, okay, what? You know what? I was given these 5 tasks. I've done 2. Let me see. I'll do it tomorrow. And unfortunately, we as business owners do not have a system to track whether everything is being done today itself or not. So you got to make sure that everything happens on a daily basis. Right? Then I will check my loops daily and I will take corrective measures. Absolutely correct, my dear friend. Absolutely correct. That's what you need to do. I'll tell you a very simple story. Not a story, I'll tell you a fact. Okay. And this is gonna blow your mind. So you know that all the airplanes that fly in the air, they've got this autopilot feature, right? So you can put it on autopilot, which means the actual pilot of the plane doesn't have to fly. There is a computer in the plane which will automatically navigate you and help you reach the location where you want to. Now, can you imagine how many times they course correct? How many times they course correct? Course correct means if the wind is very high, the plane basically goes in a different direction. Even 1 degree. If the plane goes wrong 1 degree, they'll reach to a completely different destination. Do you know how many times the autopilot computer course corrects? In every minute, it does more than thousands of auto corrections. यानी 1 मिनट में प्लेन हजारों बार अपनी दिशा भटक जाता है. और वो एक, and it could be for many reasons. The wind is very high, you've got turbulence coming in, you've got anything. Every minute the plane is correcting its course thousands of times, and we are running businesses from years and we have never taken any action to course correct, and we still complain that, you know what, this market is bad, this crisis is very bad, this COVID is completely screwed up. No, my dear friend, COVID is just simply it's just simply highlighted and exposed the holes that were already there in your business. It's just highlighted the holes. The reason you're struggling in business is because you did not have the right systems to track each and every activity that is happening in your business. You did not have the right goal. That's what important is. Clear and planned agenda, right objective, right people, right frequency. Absolutely correct, my dear friend. All right, Zubi is really good this section. Thank you so much, Zubi. All right, any more learnings, any more new ideas, any questions you guys have? Last 5 minutes then we're going to close the session. Any questions you have about the topic that we've discussed, about meetings, anything you have, please feel free to ask. Right, superb. All right. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this training, for being a part of the session. And remember, as I said, every Tuesday, you will find us here. Every Tuesday, we will be here. We will talk about a new training topic, something new which will help you build your business better. So make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you follow us on Facebook, make sure you follow us on YouTube, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure that you follow us so that you keep getting new ideas. Feed Food Animals, thank you so much, my dear friend. Thank you so much. Okay, inspiring layman's directly working with you. So understand again, for a layman, understand what are their drive. Why are they working with you? There has to be some drive, right? Whatever is the drive for which they're working with you, make sure that that is being fulfilled. So if you want to inspire them, you show them first of all how to do it right. Number one, you make sure that they're paid well. That's very important, right? So you got to make sure. Safin, thank you so much. All right, how to deal with casual employees. Okay, so Somnath, if you remember, I told you in the strategic meeting, you also work on creating company culture. You also work on creating company culture. Company culture means you let your people know what is okay to do in this organization and what is not okay to do in this organization. So if someone is casual, when you set up your company culture, and when you set up that thing, you do an accountability meeting and you let people know that this is not okay in this organization. And if you continue to perform this behavior, we will have to ask you to leave. So if you want to fix this, you want to fix your company culture. Good question. Ishika, next session is going to be on the next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Let me tell you the exact date. Okay. Today is 8. Next going to be on 15th of December. 15th December, we'll be doing this. Yes, Vinod. Big learning. Where you are now and where do you want to go? That's very important. People don't do that. Sudha, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this session. It was a pleasure speaking to you. It was a pleasure giving this knowledge to you. And I hope this was a good learning session for all of you. And for all of you who are new to our culture and who are new to our universe, we want you to follow us. I want you to go and look out for Amit Parekh page on Facebook. I want you to go out and look out for Amit Parekh page on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and you're going to get tons of knowledge. Okay. So Hemant is asking one last question, how to deal with non-performance. So Hemant, what you got to do is, number one, you got to review where are they not performing. Number two, you got to understand why are they not performing. Is there a challenge with their knowledge or their skill or their attitude? Right? They might have good skill, good knowledge, but their attitude is not okay, so they're not performing. They might have good attitude, good knowledge, but they don't have the skills. So skill, knowledge, and attitude, where is the problem? Based on that, train them, coach them, mentor them, give them some time. Still, if they don't perform, then look whether you have a different role for them. Is there a different task they can perform in your organization? If still they can't do, then you ask them to leave. Simple. Shailesh, thank you so much. Make sure all of you guys are following us on our Instagram channel, on our Facebook channel, on our YouTube channel. You're going to get tons and tons of value, and make sure that all of you read our emails. You will get emails from hello@amitparekh.com. We're going to be sending you some value emails. We'll be giving you intimation for the next session. So next we are doing on 15th of December, which is Tuesday, 4 p.m. We'll be sharp live. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this session. God bless you. May you rock your business, and we'll see you very soon.